It's a disease, eating at the
Boy,
very
this sounds pretty
foundation.
fucking vague.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Wait, that's it? Something more paranatural.
But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income
Cacodemons?
statements.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
This isn't
feeding off
Doom.
bad business practices and disappointing income statements. Didn't you know that's what cacodemons eat?
No, cacodemons are in Doom. What is she talking about?
No, cacodemons only come after you if you have a nudity and need cash now.
No, they're just floating
There's
balls
something
with
wrong with this
mouths, and
building,
you have to
I can
shoot
tell
them
you.
a lot.
Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does that mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
So,
You know, I used to look at games and be like, there should be more options than just point a gun at someone, but I'm starting to lean towards point a gun at someone as being the preferred way to play games now.
Andre, you just don't have the sauce, man. You just don't know how to resolve conflict without violence.
I do in real life, but
Yes,
when I'm trying to play a
I've
game, I don't know,
contacted
man.
numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Listen, we had one chance to kill a little girl, and it was too risky.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the ward as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. Doesn't seem like the spell is working. There are no customers around except you.
This pendant thing's a scam. You could be doing so much more.
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid.
You thought about a sale to lure in some customers?
Discount my wares? I can see, sir, that you don't value books very highly. Besides, this would only tempt the phantoms of doom. They can sense the desperation, you know.
Never mind.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid.
Let's see if there's a book in the pile of things here.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Book bitch. What board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Or perhaps
I can hear
you'd like
myself through your mic, by the
Archipelagos
way.
of Insulinda.
Whoa,
A very
how?
educational game for those
I don't
interested
know.
in geography.
What should I do?
Is a fun game of economic competition, but can get
there
quite
a way you can reduce
intense
your
after
mics?
a while. We have games for the whole family.
Oh,
You can play with your children.
let me see.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Oh, I have children? A family?
It certainly feels like whatever you are will die with you.
Look at me. Who wanted to leave children with me?
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization built.
I will pass.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere. This is entirely, completely you. You have found the right.
You still hear it?
books.
Yes, no, not anymore.
Okay.
Tell me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Where do I start?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, the man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Sure.
Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale.
Rows and rows of Hjelmdalamen, blur
How many
of
are
maybe
there?
100. Man from Hjelmdal and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hjelmdal and the false god. Man from Hjelmdal. Those snow crabs are worse than they sound.
Is that all?
Not even close. Man from Hjelmdal in hell. Man from
Do any of these books
Hjelmdal
call out to me?
and the forest of... A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
What is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hjelmdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hjelmdalaman lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hjelmdal and the Devil Woman.
Interesting.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels.
We'll buy it.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
Maybe there's a map upstairs.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring-do. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical
I like
attributes
crime
of the
fiction.
arduous
Fuck
everyday
you.
work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from
That's
the tree.
true. We took a while to remove that body from the tree. Don't you think?
It take a while to do everything in this game.
What's
What do you
more,
mean?
They completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder
I'm
of
laughing
Dick
all the time
Mullen.
he's saying the word dick. Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. Come on. This is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away, sitting in an armored motor carriage.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here.
Chester faked his own death once.
Gosh, why?
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this, You still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is Dick Mullen?
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Mistaken identity?
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
That's probably right. I'm a complicated man full of contradictions.
Then this is the book for you.
I want to buy this novel.
Of course. Such violence and immorality.
Do one of you things have maps in them?
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies, you will attain a place on this shelf one day, or die trying. Several maps have
There
been
we go,
attached
map
to
wall.
a bulletin board hidden in. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinaise. Martinaise. This one could work for seeing where the shot came from.
Steal
I
it.
don't want to steal
No,
it.
steal it.
You peek at the storekeep, waiting for her to be distracted. When she's not looking, you deftly rip the map off the bulletin board and pocket it. You're now the proud owner of a map of Martinaise, which, to be honest, did not even cost that much.
Probably not. Now let's look at the map of Martinaise.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinaise, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinaise North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Alright. Okay.
Why is there a giant cracked egg? What the fuck is going on?
That's Fisherman's Shacks, obviously.
That's an egg. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was a giant chicken. Oh, we have to use the map on Claugier's window. So let's go back to we have to go back to the diner.
At least we're walking for a bit.
Then we'll come and explore the we'll probably explore the place to see if we can find the mysterious demon that is cursing all of these businesses with bad financial investments. Alright. You don't like talking to people very much, do you, Andre?
So, that's not true. I just don't like standing in one spot for what feels like an hour each time.
The same two
That's all.
neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman. A ray of backward motion explodes
You
from
have
the
the map.
man's mouth.
Extrapolate the radius
Through
to
the
include all of
window.
Martinaise.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
So look at B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Point double prime. Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
What about the islet?
1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinaise perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
The shot could have come from somewhere further out than the roof.
It is possible that it came from B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, or B triple prime, the islet. You can't know for sure until you investigate those locations. The lieutenant would probably agree that, in this situation, it's best to be thorough.
Alright, so now we have some locations to investigate as well. Between 100, we can see if someone's home for the smoker. Alright. We still need to... fucking Kim took his car. See, I don't think we have anything we can really do aside from investigate the doomed commercial area right now.
2 neon lit shapes.
Oh, wait, what happened?
That was just our visual calculus. I hit the window again on accident.
Oh, okay.
At least, maybe you can put Book Bitch's mind at ease. Let her know that if her bookstore collapses, it's entirely her fault and not the fault of any mysterious ghost.
Did I ever tell you how I beat Outer Worlds?
Yeah, the Obsidian one, I presume, right? Not the Indian one.
Not the really cool space one. The one that's
the lame one. Yes, I agree.
The less cool space one. Yeah.
How did you solve it?
I killed everyone that I looked at as a capitalist.
Oh, that's like most of them.
Yes.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
What did they start with? Which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
What a strange leap of imagination, yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
Yeah, lots of people died in that game.
As they should. A lot of the people in that game were just bad people. That game also in general was kind of mid.
Yes. That's why I'm not more excited for the sequel, because I'm like,
are still.
Yeah, is the right way to feel, I think, about
thick
that.
Layer of cold
but what
dust
if it came
covers
out
the
and they
furnace,
were like, oh no,
coloring
this is
it
like the
a
real
pitch
shit
black.
this time?
I don't think they're capable of it. I'm open to being wrong, but I don't think I am.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
What
you
the fuck?
awaken the entity.
Hello? Are you there? Speak to me.
Hello?
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Kim missing out on some really freaky shit. There was actually a person up there the entire time. Above the game dev studio. Oh, it's open. It's the ghost of the commercial district.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Oh, it's just a dice maker. Hey,
The
Nia.
fuck?
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by Malaeus?
Yes, I'm inside the
Milieu.
call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused. Someone else have knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As
Yeah,
she
get a
speaks,
D20.
Her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
1.
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look
We
around
do.
and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
Let me see if I can think about something. Oh, we're still thinking about something. Date of birth generator.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How'd you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
She doesn't let it show, but there's anger in there. She doesn't like jewelers. Thinks they're a mob.
Who likes jewelers, am I right?
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially.
Oh,
I like
sorry.
working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role
Steady
players as
pay.
customers, they're nice people.
As
You have enough
someone,
people paying for shit? What the
as
fuck?
someone who is in the furry fandom, the freaks will pay good money for
The
commissioned
internet does not
specialty
exist
crafts.
in this world.
No, the role-playing freaks are in the same umbrella. They will pay out the ass for specialty dice.
I don't know. The way this world works, I just don't believe it.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
That is exactly this is how the furry fandom operates. Is people like me who work in tech commission artists, not just tech, like even blue collar workers. We commission artists who have spent time honing their craft to make specialty commissions for just us.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
It is not like, oh, you don't make big bucks, but you can make a steady living on it. A lot of artists do.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to order dice from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the We're All Untethered setting? I want dice from that.
Ah, yes. Fortress Accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The We're Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
What's a standard role-playing dice?
It's an icosy tetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can
24?
produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Loving it. So nifty.
Why'd you need to cast it in resin?
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
It's a deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Did you know about the man who was lynched behind the rolling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Seriously, you have a great view of the courtyard and you didn't see or hear anything Sunday night?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
You know what? Fair. I can respect that.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the wall. Even though they have all been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. Does it mean she's unlawfully occupying a part of the house? Shameful.
I don't care.
When she arrived here, there was no
We're not
room
reporting
anywhere
on her.
else.
Fuck all
We
that.
sure
She
fucking
must have
aren't.
known the other businesses.
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that they call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced the NG is swarming around with malicious energy.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the Rolling in Rags part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
You're right. The Willing doesn't look really like it's cursed.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons. Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I will be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies with this so-called curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
The
Fuck
jig
no.
is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm starting to see that there is no curse. Only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Shivers. Ooh.
Why
Click.
hasn't her business failed?
But she doesn't
A
have to pay
gust
rent.
of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
This is still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, this used to be a coal plant. You're in the chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
It has a different address in the heart of the city.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
Your lucky charm? Some kind of ward?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You've made it nice and cozy here.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
What do you think about that, Andre? Do you think the die
About what?
being cast is as violent as a gun?
No, because the gun can kill people.
But the die can kill futures.
Yeah, but I don't see futures having holes through them with blood pouring out of them.
They just vanish into the thin, pale moonlight.
Well, that's if you believe that theory.
Do you know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind. Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
What's wrong with a bit of experimentation? The customer should be more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was Armin...
Hey, man.
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym.
Uno!
His way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs. A community-centric boxing club.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinaise even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Thank you, electrochemistry.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. No one would store their drugs in a punching bag. That would just be stupid.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
Staffing. Off the top of my head.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieu. Who would have guessed?
What's a snuff milieu? Trust me, you don't want to know.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool. Very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. What does she mean to get off on it?
Wait, people do that?
People do that. I believe the ICP got them. They have a special division that deals exclusively with sub-Rosas.
It's the Copperpedia reporting in. ICP stands for International Collaboration Police.
Thank you, Copperpedia.
Insane Clown Posse. Got it.
What was... Oh, what did you say? Oh.
ICP is also an acronym for the Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, that tracks.
In any case, I don't think it's your job to worry about what happens on milius. I probably shouldn't have even mentioned it. Things like that are better forgotten.
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
But what drugs exactly?
I need to know what drugs he was doing for my Police reports.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Did you
I
hear
don't
that,
know.
Andre?
You don't know who you are.
That's a drug electrochemistry wouldn't even touch.
You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man, hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The entire scene looks tragic.
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
I didn't
The
know
fuck?
insects had any rights or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
But insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
What's the rollerblades and the skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Oof. You know, I had a friend who lost his job in a way similar to that.
Oh.
He was working at it for a tech firm, like a startup. And they let the entire staff go without pay because the company shut down and the CEO took everything.
All right. That's legal, though, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Honestly,
You never got anything out of
I
it.
think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
What do those transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns. But Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no
What,
idea
4
why
years
those
ago?
keys and blades are still lying around in the house.
They were just props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait. Forget it. It would take too long.
There's a terrifying taxidermy bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by
What
man the
booth?
booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
I know a girl like that. She works in Frita as a cashier and she's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out
Uh-oh.
malformed and partially melted.
It worked for us.
Eventually, Ravishore Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
That bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared like it could come alive any moment now.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool. Scary, but cool.
What's a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Okay.
I'm glad we have electrochemistry as on our side for this run. He's been very helpful, I think, this entire playthrough.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
And I have a comment on drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling embers under the window. Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps?
I've
been
found
here for a long time.
the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So you're telling me the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
It's working I was wondering about the William Rags. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
East Delta Pinball, is that now the whirling?
Yes, I've heard it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure. Before my time. I'm not surprised, however.
So much failing business in this area.
You know, this is something the cafeteria manager might want to know.
My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball.
This means the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area. Garth's gonna love this.
I don't know this guard, but something tells me he won't.
A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie. It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
You're right. I probably just got made fun of.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
Some more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
Actually, I had other questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit.
Goodbye.
I have a question. Goodbye.
Temporary resource bonus. All red checks fail. I feel like the point of this game is victory. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory, ideological victory, hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories, too, having things and not losing them. One problem, though, not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do you not lose? We'll think about that for a second. Although all red checks failing during that thinking is going to be a problem. Let's tell Book Bitch that it's just a woman up there and not some ghost or demon.
Wait, we don't want to snitch on her. She might try to get her evicted.
We'll figure out a way to thread this needle.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth? The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm.
She says there is no curse, because there are too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that?
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
First off, you're one of the inconsistencies.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am. I only have my Simone's wards to thank for the protection they provide.
As she says, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind. Anger and loneliness keep this woman moving through the waking hours. Your little words are no match for it. The shop around you feels ancient suddenly, damp and saturated by the coastal air. The books are rotting. A great cold lives here, and there too. 1,200 meters away, on the urban coast, the dark shape of a church is reflected on the water, calling.
Fascinating. Farewell for now, Book Bitch.